Good morning, and welcome to Happy Friday. Friday where we relax, we recharge, and we prepare ourselves, our mind and our body for the weekend. So come and join me on the mat with some really good, powerful, yet lengthening, stretching, focused mobility exercises where we take our time, we focus on ourselves and give ourselves the 20 to 35 minutes to our time so that we can feel relaxed and recharged at the end of it. So let's go. We're coming to standing first because we just want to mobilize the body a little bit before we start to challenge it with the strength and power. So let's take those shoulders back and down and drop the shoulders. Inhale up to the ears, exhale down. Inhale, grow tall. Now imagine that there's a rod that runs down through the center of your skull, all the way down through your tailbone, and your back, in the small of your back, just pulls away from it a little bit. So you've got that natural arch in your spine, and then that rod runs down through the center of your legs, just really around about the heel point, just behind the arch of your foot. And we've got one more, up and pull back, and then take the arms out wide, maintaining your rod down the center as we rotate the body around and return. Exhale round and inhale, return. So we're taking our time this morning, focusing with breath, length, and inhale. And one arm comes up, bring it back. The other arm comes up, bring it back. One more each side. And then double arms come up and wide. Inhaling up, a little knee bend. Good. Okay, hands to thighs. Flex through the spine, draw the chin in, round out through the spine. Roll back out. Soften the knees, flex. And then inhale. Pull the elbows back. Exhale. Inhale. Roll through and then roll up. Take the legs wide. Turn the toes out. Soft knees. Take the arms wide again and rotate and roll down. Come on up. Return. Roll down the thigh. Roll up. So just going carefully, just to where you feel comfortable as you flex down. Inhale up. And one more to the other side. Rising. And turn the toes forward and bend one leg, and then to the other side. So we're just feeling a little bit of mobility in the inner thigh, waking up the knees a fraction as we go out to the side, and one more to the other side, just mobilizing into the hips a sec, and then bring the legs in, focusing on the knee. And you might find you want a pole or a wall as you lift the knee, the heel up, keep the knee pointing down. 1, 3, and 4, and then to the other side. 2 poles, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, send the first leg back, tip the body forward a little bit, and lift 1. So we're just waking up the glute muscle, lengthening through the hip flexor. And change legs. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring the leg in and come down to a squat. Hands to thighs. Roll the head in towards your chest. Bring the hands down to the floor, soft with the knees. Step one leg back. Lift the chest. Come back over that thigh. Take the other leg back. Take the pelvis up to the ceiling, head between your arms, and then drop your knees and walk the hands around to the side. Look to your tail and then come back to the other side. Look to your tail, hold, and then take your pelvis back over your heels. Reach the arms forward, coming down deep into the hips and pointing the toes away, stretching out through the front of your thighs and through the front of your shins. Come back up to 4-point kneeling, tuck the toes underneath, send the knees to one side and come over onto your side. Point the elbow forward and your head comes down into your hand. Top arm is forward and we're on the hip as we come up with the arm and then rotate back and open out through the chest and then open out through the bottom arm. Hold. Bring the arm back, hand to ear. Bring your upper body back and around. Hand down in front of the chest. Push yourself up on your elbow. Come around with your back hand. Tuck your toes underneath and swizzle to the other side. Thread through. Hand to ear, arm forward, heels in line with the tailbone. And bring the arm up. Control. Rotate back behind you. Hold. Now open out the front arm. Stay here. Breathe. Back arm comes up and over. Hand down in front of the chest. Lever yourself up. Bring your knees underneath you and then lower yourself down to the mat. Elbows go wide. We're taking the upper body up away from the mat as we push the chest bone forward. Inhale here and exhale, come down. Go again as we lengthen, feel the stretch down through your body and extending the upper spine and rolling back down. Take the opposite arm to leg and lengthen. Hold. Bring it back in. Ready with the other side. Exhale, lengthen. Eyes stay down. And bring it back in. One more each side. Exhale. Reach from toe to fingertip. Feel the length down through your neck. All the way down the spine. In. And then hands to ribcage. Press down on the knees. Leave the head behind. Push back to shell stretch as you open out through the spine and take the hips down over your heels. Hold. Roll up through the spine, restacking. Lastly, lifting the head. Come up onto your knees, bring the arms up and take the arms down to one side and take the pelvis over the heels other direction. Inhale up and exhale over. We're going to do that one more time, each side up. Nice breath, nice long breath. Over, exhaling with the control. Inhale, we're also getting a nice shin stretch here as we mobilize into the hips and get that nice side bend. Over. Arms come up and we go straight. Take the arms back behind you, lift the chest and push the hips forward. Take the arms up to the ceiling again. Bring them down to the mat, flexing through the spine. Come to the flat back. You feel comfortable with your horse stance. Then take your toes underneath. Set your shoulders, lift the knees and just rotate to one side. Come on up. Rotate to the other side. and come on up. And one more each way. Just rotate. You can rotate onto the edge of your feet and back and down. Tuck the toes away again. Take the pelvis back over your heels. Now transfer your weight forward to your wrists. Take one foot forward to the outside. And settle into that back hip. Just open up and wiggle a little bit. And try and move your upper body down inside the front knee. Breathe. Now, when you find your comfortable position and you're just on the edge, lift the chest. Now take the inside arm and take it forward. Breathe and hold here for a count of 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Take your pelvis back over the back heel. Bring the hand to the outside of the foot. Down you come. Sink. Now, if you're on your ankle, place your hand underneath your knee and fold forward over that front leg. If you find it's a struggle to close that back knee, come down and still support the back of the knee so you're not opening out into the tendons. Feel the stretch in the hamstrings. Then coming on up, come forward. Tuck your back toe underneath. Lengthen that back leg away. Then soften the knee, step forward. Hold here and look through your legs. So we take the other leg back now. Step the knee down. Wiggle your shoulder down into the inside of your now new front leg. Hand to the inside and just find that position where it's comfortable. Breathe into it. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Hold. When you feel that comfort zone and it's just on the edge, lift the chest. Breathe deeply and then exhale deeply. Sink a bit more. Then we take the pelvis back over the heel, either sinking onto the ankle and folding forward, supporting the knee, or sinking down to the mat, still supporting the back of the knee and fold forward. Four and 3 and 2 and 1. On up. Transfer forward. Open out. Tuck your back toe underneath. Hand to the outside of the foot. Lift the back leg. Push the heel away. Hold. Soften the knee to step forward. Look through your legs and hold here. Step one leg back, doesn't matter which, step the other leg back. Set your toes underneath you, set your shoulders, rotate over, come over onto your sit bones. Hug your knees. And then open your knees, place your feet together, and then roll up through the spine, extend. Breathe. Bring the knees in, flex through the spine, hug again. Slowly roll down onto your back. Bring one leg up to tabletop, stabilize your base. Bring the other leg up to tabletop. Extend both legs up to the ceiling and then draw your toes towards you. Circle the ankles. Then change direction. And then bring both arms up to the ceiling. Now, as you take your arms back behind you, bend your knees. Send one leg out, long reach. Bring the arms in, bring the legs in. Send the other leg out, take the arms back. Reach. Bring it all back in. Let's do it again as we test those abdominals for stability. Don't allow the back to lift. If you find your back is lifting, take the leg up a little higher, but still get the leg length so you feel the reach through your toes from your hips. One more each side. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Lower the feet. Release the imprint. Squeeze the heels into your base. And lift the pelvis up. Feel the length through the front of the shins, through the quads, and hold. And then come back down. Go again as we drive the pelvis up. Lengthen the knees away, squeeze. Keep the ribcage down and soft, and that way you'll get more out of the length through the hip flexors. And then exhaling down. Bring one leg up and over the thigh, push the knee away. Take the arms out wide and place the foot over the body to go down to the mat. Hold here for 4 breaths. Up and over. We go with the other leg. Flex the ankle, press the knee away, and then rotate over onto your hip. Allow the ribcage to follow, but keep the shoulders down. 2. And last breath. Exhale, come back up. Lengthen the legs down along the mat. Reach them long. Send the arms back behind you. Feel the stretch down through the abdominals as you lengthen. Reach. Now bring one leg up, long. Curl the upper body up. Reach for the thigh, behind the thigh or the calf. Point the toe, lift the chest. Hold. Lower the upper body, keep the leg in place. Draw the toe towards you, push the heel away. Now take the arms out wide. Rotate that leg over the body. Hold here. Now if you want a little bit more, grab your calf. Not the knee, the calf muscle. Bring your leg towards you. And then on your next exhale, bring the leg up. Rotate the pelvis back so it's level. Bring the hands back to your calf muscle. Pull the leg towards you. We're ready to change legs. Hands down. Bring the other leg up. And switch over. Lengthen it down to the mat slowly. Keep pointing the toe. Bring the hands to the back of the calf. Pull the leg towards you. Keep sending the tailbone down to the floor so you're not pulling the pelvis out of alignment. So the pelvis stays in position. Send the tailbone down. And then on your next exhale, draw your toes towards you, push your heels away. Hold here. Ease into it. Find that little bit more through the hamstrings. And then take the hands wide. Send the leg over to the floor. Hold. Breathe. And if you want a little bit more, bring your hand to your calf and lengthen. Breathe for 4 and 3, 2, 1. Exhale, bring the leg back up. And then bring the other one up. Bend the knees. Curl the upper body up to your knees. Hold. Circle the pelvis around. Now, bring the knees all the way into your chest and then out to the outside of your chest. Reach inside for your feet. Wrap your hands around the insoles of your feet and then lower the upper body and flatten your back down to the mat. Send your tailbone down and allow the knees to come all the way out. And then release gently. Send the legs up to the ceiling. Hands come to the inside of your thighs. And then open the legs. Drive the heels away. Feel the inner thighs stretch and breathe. And then gently bend the knees. Bring the legs back in. Lower the feet. We roll over onto our side and come up to sitting. Having the legs crossed, we're going to take the hands back behind the pelvis. Roll forward onto your knees. Bring the hands forward. Keep the ankles crossed. Tuck your toes underneath. And I'll show you from the side so you can see. So they're crossed. Hands back. Rock forward. Hands forward. Ankles stay crossed. Tuck your toes underneath. Load your shoulders. Lift. Come on up. Soften your knees. Roll through. Come up. Up and up. Bring the arms up. Keep squeezing the legs together. Then take the hand that is the side of the front leg. Take that down and reach over. Then bring that hand down. Soften your knees. Flex down. Come onto the edge of your feet. And come back to sitting. Wiggle your way to seating again. Uncross the legs. change. Change the position of the cross. Hands come back down. Rock forward. Hands come forward. Tuck your toes under. Lift. Bring your feet together. Roll up. Through the spine. Rise. The hand of the back leg comes down and we tip. Come down. Uncross. Take the arms forward. Bend your knees. Extend up. Tall. And then just let everything go. Hold and hang. And then roll back up. Greet the sun. And then just shake everything down. And rolling up. So I hope that that's helped recharge you, feeling relaxed and ready now to get started on the rest of the day. Do let me know, leave a comment for me and ask if there's any adaptations or if there's anything else that you want to focus on specifically. And I look forward to seeing you next week on Monday, raring to go again. Thanks for joining me. Bye for now.